Hey everyone, this is Haley from Cartoon Universe, and today I have a short yet interesting theory regarding the most quiet gem we know, Blue Pearl. But first, I would like to mention that this theory video was sponsored by Best Fiends. They asked me to try out their newest game in the Best Fiends trilogy, Best Fiends Forever, and I absolutely love it. After all, I do more than just make theories all day, and playing app games is a nice break from obsessing over all of my favorite cartoons. This is actually my first time trying out one of these games, where you continually tap the screen to attack enemies and rack up coins while trying to get as far as you can. But I ended up really liking it because there was more to do than making your hand tired. In fact, early on you get a bug that will attack for you so you can focus on everything else. Speaking of which, all the bug helpers are amazing and are definitely my favorite part of the game. Well, that and getting an insane amount of coins to upgrade your helpers. It's probably no surprise that I enjoy this game, as I was a big fan of their initial game, Best Fiends. This has the same characters and story, but as you can probably see, the gameplay is much different. If you're a fan of a game where you can travel a vast world, collect helpers and coins, and beat a variety of bosses, then this is the game for you. It is free to download, and the link to do so is in the description below. Let me know how far you get. Now, back to the theory. The question I'm going to tackle today is, will we see Blue Pearl again, and if so, how will Steven and the Crystal Gems encounter her? Personally, I would love to see more of any homeworld gems, especially the pearls we have seen. Well, okay, maybe not Yellow Pearl, but who knows, she could eventually change. But for this video specifically, I would like to discuss all the evidence pointing to Blue Pearl's return. First, I should point out it is not like Steven Universe to show a character once. Even background characters are seen multiple times, even if they have no real significance to the plot. And even more strange is the level of focus that was given to this character. When we saw her in The Answer, we actually got a few seconds where the frame was focused on her instead of her being a silhouette like all the other background characters from the episode. So perhaps seeing Blue Pearl again is not a question of if, but when. The gems have a spaceship now, so it's more possible than ever for them to take a visit to Homeworld, although at this point it would probably not be the smartest decision. But if they did, there's a possibility they could encounter Blue Diamond and her Pearl. Yet this would only happen if Blue Pearl was still around. It has been, after all, a few thousand years since the events in The Answer, where Blue Pearl was seen in Blue Diamond's palanquin. Speaking of that, where else have we seen a palanquin in the show? On Earth. Well, technically Steven did not actually see it, but there was a drawing of it in Buddy's book. Out of all the things seen in Buddy's journal, this is probably the most alarming. How could a gem's palanquin been on Earth? Is this the one we saw Blue Diamond in during The Answer? Or is it perhaps Pink Diamond's, and this is the spot where Rose shattered her? For the purposes of this theory, I'm going to say that this is Blue Diamond's palanquin. So somehow during the Gem War, it came to Earth. Perhaps things got so dire Blue Diamond had to go down and see things for herself, which is something she was greatly opposed to. As seen in The Answer, she fled at the first sign of danger when Rose and Pearl arrived on the scene. So her being in the middle of the main battleground is a very risky move, but it was probably necessary. But as we know, whatever Homeworld tried to do on Earth during the actual gem-to-gem combat did not work, so Blue Diamond once again fled from the scene. And during this chaos, it is possible she left a few things behind, including her Pearl. I think this would make for a very interesting turn of events, as there would be little reason to show that palanquin, out of all things, in the journal if it did not have some future significance. Yet the obvious response to this claim is wondering how Blue Pearl could have went this long without being spotted by the Crystal Gems in her attempts to get back home. Well, maybe she didn't want to go back home and found a new home on Earth, just as many as the Crystal Gems did, and kept herself hidden for all this time. As seen in The Answer, she did not appear very content with her current situation. After all, she is a Pearl, owned by one of the 4 diamonds, and Blue Diamond probably did not believe her Pearl should have a life beyond servitude because of her traditional way of ruling her subjects. All of her life she had been alone and was never taught anything but to be loyal to her diamond. So imagine then this shy Pearl learning that a Pearl could be something more than a servant by seeing this renegade fight against Homeworld soldiers. She was there when Rose and Pearl fought against some Ruby soldiers, and they caused Blue Diamond to flee from the scene. It is possible that Blue Pearl may have always wanted to rebel, but never got the chance because she never had the strength to do so, or before she could do anything, she found herself stuck on Earth. Maybe it even could have been that Blue Diamond purposely left Blue Pearl on Earth after learning that her Pearl was becoming less devoted to her diamond after seeing the renegade Pearl. So all of this makes me think that Blue Pearl may in fact be found on Earth. This is the scenario I would most want to see happen because it would be interesting to see that there are even more gems on Earth than we thought. But then there is the elephant in the room. More likely than not, if she was on Earth, she would have been corrupted with all the other gems, not in an object or protected by Rose's shield. There's a slim chance that the Palanquin could have protected her from the corruption song, but that is unlikely. So Blue Pearl could technically still be on Earth, just not in the form we first saw her in. Or she is still on Homeworld, like I originally stated. But no matter where we find her next, we know for a fact that she, along with Yellow Pearl, is returning. Right from the mouth of Pearl's voice actor was this, in fact, confirmed.
When I voice for Yellow Pearl or for Blue Pearl, I do a little bit of a different thing to my voice.
So, like I said before, it is not a matter of if, but more a matter of where and when. Once we see her again, I think it would be cool for her to defect if she was still loyal to her diamond at the time of meeting the Crystal Gems. And if she did decide to join this group of rebels, she would be a valuable asset to them. She would be full of so much information regarding the diamonds, information not even Peridot knew about them. While we could get information about their future plans, we could also see another viewpoint of what things were like in the past. Maybe Blue Pearl and Pearl of the Crystal Gems knew each other, in the slight chance that this happened. Like I said before, Blue Pearl probably looks up to her and would trust her. They could relate to each other in ways that she could not relate to any other gem. Perhaps this is how we will eventually learn about Pearl's past. Do you think Blue Pearl will be seen in this light and eventually join the Crystal Gems? Or do you think we will just hear her whisper a few lines to her diamond and that will be all? Or somewhere in the middle? I really do hope she has an importance in the overall story, as she has a lot of potential to do so. Tell me what you guys think in the comments below. That wraps up this theory video, and I want to thank everyone for watching. As always, thank you Patreon supporters. This time we have 2 new supporters, Nerd Dorito and Toon Insider. Thank you so much for helping this channel grow at the rate it has. Look forward to more Steven Universe videos as always, and we have started to do Miraculous Ladybug videos. I have one all about the Kiwami, and some theories will be uploaded in the upcoming weeks. So, thanks for watching!